Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Urban Locs. It is your girl Kyra, of course, and I am back today with a follow-up video for the 6-month comb coil versus 2-strand twist battle that I had last week. It's not really a battle because I feel like the journeys have just been so different. My first set I started with comb coils, and this set I currently have is 2-strand twist, and I just feel like there's just so many differences that I can't genuinely compare in a fair way and say which one I like more. But I will say the 2-strand twist has been a little bit better, but like I said, there's just so many reasons why. So we're gonna go ahead and get into those reasons why. But before we do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It is free for your girl, and I really appreciate you guys so much. We are almost at 800 subscribers, so that's amazing. And you guys really don't understand how much the support means to me. I love the Loc community. You guys are the best. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some of these factors, okay? First things first. I started my first set of locks back in 2016 technically, but I started on December 30th. So the last day of the year, I believe. The state of my hair before that, my hair had been going through a lot. I just wanted to add really quickly that the state of my hair was not healthy, and I say that because I went natural in 2014, but I was still wearing weaves up until 2016, so I wasn't really dealing with my hair up until like the year prior to me getting locks, and I didn't know what I was doing with my loose natural hair, so it was a struggle. Didn't know how to take care of it. And so right before my locks, I still had my afro and everything, but I still had heat damage, and I had heat damage because, of course, you know, I was straightening my hair and everything like that. I had a lot of like straight pieces at the end of my locks that took a while to lock up, either that or they never did lock up just because of that heat damage. So that's one important factor that I wanted to point out. The next thing, bleaching and dyeing my locks. By the time I was already 6 months, which is where I'm at now, we're a little bit past 6 months. By this time, I had already bleached my locks. I was on a roll, y'all, and should not have been. So that is also another main difference between the two sets of locks that I have. I will say the overall condition of my hair in general and the health is just so much better this time, just because I'm not doing as many things. My hair wasn't as damaged before starting, but just the fact that I was dyeing and bleaching so early, dyeing, okay, you know, I know some people do that. You know, I know some people dye and bleach within their first year. Do what you want to do. I don't recommend it. From personal experience, at least I can say that much, I don't recommend it. But if you do dye or bleach your locks, make sure that you are moisturizing. If you are moisturizing, then baby, you gonna do what you want. You grown, I'm sure, if you're watching this, do what you want to do, but just please make sure that you moisturize your hair and take care of it if you're gonna do so. I was not doing that, and I paid the price down the line as the years went on. So, I mean, luckily they weren't brittle because of how thick they were, but still, they were still dry, and I did have ends that broke off. The next factor was the combining of my locks, and I feel like this is a huge factor. I don't know if it is, but with my logic that I'm using, it is. So my first set of locks, if you watched my last video with the little side by side, then you know obviously when I started out, them Johns was skinny as hell. Some people are probably confused, looking like, how did her locks just get thick like that? So I got my locks combined around month 4, I believe, the end of month 4. I'll find the date and put it on the screen. I feel like that had a lot to do with the contribution of how bumpy and lumpy my locks were. So of course, when you have locks, you're already gonna have lumps and bumps. Even with my 2-strand twist here, lumps and bumps, that's normal. You got budding, you got bunching, all that stuff is normal. But I feel like, honestly, the fact that I had my locks combined so early, it played a huge part in the formation of my locks. It gave them extra character because, you know, you gotta realize that you took 2 individual locks that already had their own characteristics and bunching and budding and locking going on, and then you put them together. Yes, it was still early, but I feel like that had a lot to do with the appearance in the beginning as well. This one, I started out thick. I started these puppies out thick, so it's been great watching them progress from day 1 into my thick babies. I love it. And I also want to point out, I don't know if this difference is noticeable, of course. It's probably not based upon the video, but I'm going to point it out because I feel like it's important. So another huge difference in my 2 lock journeys so far is me and my state of life, my state of mind, all that. In my first journey, it was a really tough time. I was going through some things at the time, so my lock journey was literally the only thing that kind of got me excited, and it was kind of you know, a light for me at the time. So I put so much love into my first set of locks, but my world around me was kind of like crumbling. So I feel like that did have an effect on the way that I treated like I said, I love them, but I still was not taking care of my locks the way that I should have been. If you've watched my past videos, like if you watch the videos about where I combed out my first set of locks, then you know it's a whole lot of stuff, whole lot of emotions, whole lot of reasons. So we won't really get into that, but I feel like it makes a huge difference now that I'm so much happier with myself and my life at this moment, and the love that I'm pouring into my locks. Yes, like I said before, there was lots of love, but now I feel like there's so much love and so much like radiance and just happiness, and I just feel like we're gonna do so much better this time. From 2017 to 2021, that's 5 years? 4 years, dumbass. That's 4 years, and I did have to count on my fingers. Honestly, you guys, I cannot compare the two lock journeys fairly. It would not be fair. I know so much more now than I did before, and my hair is in a different state. Like, there's too many different factors, in my opinion, for me to be able to genuinely compare them. I feel like they're a lot easier to accept the appearance of than cone coils, because I know with cone coils, some days I was like, damn, I don't really care too much about, you know, appearance, but some days, you know, I did look crazy. Like even with these, some days I look crazy, and that's fine. I get it. I just know it's all a part of the journey, so it doesn't really, I'm not stunning. It don't bother me. We're gonna get past that point. I also did want to point out that when I first started my locks, I really wanted to start with cone coils. My last set came out so beautiful. Like it was absolutely beautiful. I had no complaints on the appearance of how my locks turned out. Like especially by once I hit year 4, they were so beautiful. Oh my god. I was like, I don't want to do anything different with my next set. Like I don't want to start differently. Like I want the same results. Like I want them to be like that. So literally, y'all, when I tell you the only reason why I started with 2 strand twist is because I felt like it was easier for me to do on myself. I don't know how to part. Y'all hear me say it all the time. So I just felt like coils is going to be so much harder for me to try to learn and do. And 2 strand twist, I can put 2 pieces together. I can do that. So that's how I ended up starting with 2 strand twist, but I'm not mad. I'm loving it so far. I'm curious to see if this set is going to turn out the same as my last set did almost. But either way, you guys, comb coils or 2 strand twist, I don't think it's going to really matter. I think you need to pick what will suit your hair the best way. And also I will say, know that when I did have the comb coils, I did have some unraveling sometimes. So this time I haven't had any issues at all with unraveling, but I also feel like my hair was kind of used to being in locks. I feel like there's a little bit of muscle memory there. I don't know how true that is. It wasn't even 2 months. Actually, no, it was about 2 months and a week. So 2 months my hair was right back to being locked. So I feel like my hair was just used to the state that it was in when it was locked up. So I feel like things are just flowing a lot better now. I could be making that shit up, I don't know, but that's how I feel about it. Both journeys are beautiful, love it. Whatever decision that you want to choose, have your own reasons, and just take care of your hair, okay? Start the right way. Do what's best for you, honey. Do what's best for your hair and what's best for your hair type, okay? Alright, you guys, that's it. So before you do go, make sure that you do hit subscribe. Hopefully this helped out a little bit, but either way, your locks are going to be beautiful. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what videos you guys would like me to do, what kind of topics. I just want to see what you guys are actually interested in. So let me know, and I will be sure to look that over and deliver. But for now, have a beautiful week. Stay beautiful. Start them locks if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time.